Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is timeless because we remember the past and we prepare and plan for the future. And we can use those energies to live in the now. So that's what we do. 2 weeks past, where we are now, and how we can utilize and amalgamate everything from the past and what we can expect in the future, what's going to be always for our highest good. We always look towards information that comes from the original source, the original thought, and the original word. If there are any, and always we look for benevolent energies to help us interpret these things. And these benevolent energies might be entities, beings in all dimensions and realms. So let's see what we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Always expressing gratitude for the information to help us live a better life. Wow. There's been some heavy energies going around for everybody. So this is the Three of Swords. So there's been some hurt for Taurus. Taurus, we have gone through a lot. Okay, and I know a lot of people are struggling with the idea of forgiveness, and we're going to talk about that maybe in a little bit, because I don't think it's what you think it is. It's almost like we have to turn things around. Well, yeah, we've had to start over. We've had to start over. Oh my goodness. I know what it's like, Taurus. Literally lost everything at one point, and it feels like that we have to look at this in a we're not alone. We still have our own companionship in whatever form that takes for you. Um, yeah, this feels like it's been a bit of a challenge, right? Okay. Yep. And this makes a lot of sense too. So it's been some heavy judgments going on, and it's not just within ourselves, it's also coming from others. Wow. Wowzers. That's uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I mean, all of us are kind of going through something like that, but this seems to be for well, it really seems to be for the Taurus collective that it's been particularly challenging. It feels very personally wounding, and you're not necessarily even letting people in on what you've been going through. Um, and it does feel more of our own perspective, and we'll see what comes out. I know a couple of things like maybe too much in our head, judging ourselves too much. Yep. In a nightmare. Can't wake up. Wake up. You're still in a nightmare. Yeah, wow. This is way too much in our heads, way too much. And all we got to do is throw the blanket off and get out of that energy. If you need help, please do reach out. Please, please, please do reach out. Yep. So we're gonna have to, Taurus, we're gonna have to be very strategic with our thoughts. There are going to be some things that might come toward us that might make us feel foolish or unprepared, but we are prepared. I have to adjust something. There we go. But it's going to prepare us. We already are prepared. This experience here is what has prepared us for this. So when we are not allowing ourselves to get up and move on, all we're going to remember are the difficult challenges, and that's where you're going to have some self-deprecating thoughts. We need to break free of that, and it's going to be strategically done. There may be techniques that you don't have in your toolbox to accomplish that and overcome it. Wow. This is the result, though, right? When we are embodying that, we have a lot of very earthbound, what would you say? A lot of earthbound energy. So we may have had something happen within the family. Maybe we've gotten some judgment from the family. Right. And even looking at just from this in the last 2 weeks, maybe feeling the fool and getting down to only hanging on to what's really going to be relevant and useful. And it was painful to get there. And we may have been judged and judging ourselves, but it's gonna create this whole new paradigm. So waking up from the nightmare and taking the steps and strategies is going to result in this wish fulfillment, and everything like comes back together. We wouldn't be able to do this if this didn't happen. All right, so let's look to see what is going to be coming in the next couple of weeks for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Whoa. Yeah, this is like really started out heavy, but it's like, you're shaking the dookie from your feet. So this is what we've gained from this painful, and it feels like, yeah, it's like a conglomeration. It's a layered, oh my gosh, I overcame this and this was really hard. And then you feel like you're getting stabbed again. So, wake up from the nightmare and realize the strength, embody that strength that we now have access to. And if you don't feel strong enough, you have to start thinking strong enough and recall what it feels like to be strong. Wow. So, from the Fool, being strategic, we are going to feel a little vulnerable, but we're also going to be a happy place. I mean, that's just kind of a silly thing, but yeah, no matter where we go and what we do, this is what we carry with us. Not the vulnerability aspect, but the support of the all. Yeah. So again, we're going to get ready to sit down and do the good things. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups is just like in this. I mean, I can't picture what it is in the traditional, but for me in this is like a heartfelt fulfillment because we went through this here and we've been able to manage this here. Now we're going to be pulling in the next couple of weeks the strength of the Sun, and now the Nine of Cups. That's like, wow. And even though we've gone through these hardships, we became strategic with our heart thought, our heart, because our heart is here. We felt very wounded. We were strategic, and this is the benefit. I think the cup's going to overflow. I think the cup's going to overflow. Let's see what else. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, timeless, 2 weeks past, 2 weeks in future, and the embodiment of now. We're going to have a lot of options. So juggling connections, releasing addictions. Let's not be a player. We got to let go of those things. And this says doing them. And to me, that means it's like the seven of cups. There are good options and there are less than good options. Good, options that I mean by good are ones that are going to be to our benefit. So this is the strategic part in pulling out of, if we stay here, we're going to end up making some unsavory choices, put it that way. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's a butterfly in this. There's a couple of them here. This is that new beginning. So our wings are dried and it's ready to fly. Right. And that's again dealing with our thoughts and words. Right. And guarded, past trauma, building up walls, defensive block, heart chakra. That is this for sure. So when we let go of these things, looking for means of release, releasing it to the ether for a new beginning, this is where our options, and not all the options are going to be ones that are going to be beneficial. So use this strategy, use the strategies that you have. If you don't see a good outcome, yeah, we're going to run the risk of running in circles. If we don't stop this cycle right now, we're going to run the risk of being in a repeat cycle. We're not going to be able to be the fool in the new beginning, starting over, right? So we need to break that cycle. So yin. So yin is to me that divine feminine, and it is taking care of. It's like this. I'm kind of feeling like it's a water purge. So it's going to be an emotional purge. It is going to manifest in different ways for different people, but she's definitely receiving some sort of an outpouring. And when you give out, this is to break this cycle. As soon as you start feeling that round and round, if you feel it's a cycle that does not expand outward, because if you look at this round and round can have two meanings for me. The round and round can be something where it's not really not like an ellipse or anything like that. It's more a spiral, right? So Fibonacci there, right? Um, and there's expansion with each one of those things. We might see same or similar things, but this is something where we're going to break that cycle of repeat and find ourselves on a path spiraling up, not spiraling out, not spiraling down, but spiraling up as like an expansion. Yes, higher power. And don't look outside yourself. So if you could visualize this character as you, that light from within that being, it is from within that being, and it is emanating outward, just like this. Just like this. It's emanating outward. That's the true expansion and growth. We're not going to get growth if we're guarded. What else here? We're going to get the final cards for sacred geometry, for Taurus. What is most relevant for the next couple of weeks? This is a call for judgment, call for using good judgment, not being judgmental, and how we're going to do that is with discernment. Divine masculine, the frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. So this is going to stop, but only if we take action with the divine masculine. That's the only way we're going to be able to strategically manifest this 10 and all the wonderful things that they're going to be with us. So it's speaking up. So throat chakra, frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. 5, the throat chakra. So again, this is thoughts and words, and we need to transition in more of a fire energy that is taking action. This is like this right here. This is like a mirror or a reflection to pull forward. And, it's not that you forget the past. It's there. It's part of us. It's integrating it, letting it go, being strategic. And this builds strength. And It's allowing us to, in a healthy way, express ourselves. And this is the result in delight. Delight, the frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. Please do delight. We all benefit from when another individual is delighted in a good and healthy way. Because, I mean, let's face it, there's some real creepy people out there that get their jollies in an unhealthy way. So when we embody healthy delight and healthy speech, healthy movement, that's going to create this expansive so-called round and round. It's going to expand. It's not going to be stuck in a loop. It's going to be that expansion. That was it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please do like, share, and subscribe, Taurus. I hope this was helpful to you, and we will see you on the flip side. Bye.